Hey Taurus, welcome to your January 2025 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. I totally forgot what time frame I was doing here. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump in here. Some of you may have some Scorpio in your chart here. If you don't worry about it. I would like to announce as well, as I'm pulling your cards, that I still am running a sale on my personal readings. All my personal readings at this time are 20% off. If you're curious or interested in that, that link will be down below in the description. So let's take a look here, Taurus. What do we got here? All right. Yeah, I'm kind of getting... I feel like, it's similar energy that Aries got. If you have Aries placements, I'd watch the Aries reading. But just like Aries, Taurus, I think you're also dealing with the same thing. Maybe this is a collective energy here that's going on. I think this is really about liberating ourselves here. Letting go of the old established way and the norm of things. Like this could be letting go of the conventional ways you've always done something, right? Or finally breaking a habit or a pattern, or just breaking free from some type of cycle here and liberating yourself. You did pull this Chiron card. It says heal here. This could be a very healing week if you're in a period of healing here. Chiron can also deal with your gifts. So you could be a healer, right? But Chiron can deal with your gift. Chiron is the wounded healer in astrology. Chiron shows us where our kind of deepest wounds are, but also it's where our greatest strength and gift is. And so I feel that Spirit is wanting you here to really start offering your gifts here to the world. And Chiron can be a guide, right? So being a guide for others, right? Or being a positive influence for others here, and like using that gift of influence here to contribute to the collective and help people here. Some of you may already be doing this. I feel Spirit may be encouraging a lot of you here to do this. But this could also be to you in the healing phase still as well, to where you're working through your perceived limitations at this time, or your weaknesses at this time, right? You're working through those things and you're strengthening those things. But whenever you do that, this is going to act as a catalyst, a big key here for you, for your life and for yourself here, to help you really unlock new doors here, or go through the process of transcendence, becoming more of what you think you are at this time. And that's Chiron. Even if you take a look at the orbit of Chiron, it goes out and just touches Uranus. And Uranus is a planet that does deal with transcendence. It's the first trans-Saturnian planet, right? That we can't see with the naked eye. And so it represents the things that go beyond what we just think is the human experience. Like there's so much more. There's so much more to you. So it's like this upgrade here. You pulled this soul fragments card. Balance will be restored here. And you pulled this soul healing card. See, y'all just think I'll be saying shit. And it's very interesting. You can take a and this is already a deep read, but if you take a look at these cards, right, the soul fragments, there's literally like a hole in this person's heart, and this person has a light right by their heart. So this is deep healing, I feel, here happening for you this week. And the King of Cups is ruling the reading, which I like, because with this King of Cups, the King of Cups is the master healer, right? He's pure love, pure devotion, compassion, empathy, mastered the healing art. And so this, and especially with the Death card being here in the position of the good stuff, this is the transformation that's happening. The rebirth part that's happening. So this newer you emerging through the difficulties that you've been experiencing, and you're healing, or you have healed, and now this is going to unlock something very deep for you that's going to help you mature emotionally and spiritually. King of Cups. When I say mature, I don't mean that in a condescending way, right? It's like we're always continuously maturing. There's a lot going on in this read. You have the Page of Wands here in the position of your hopes and your fears. Yeah, what I feel like you're hoping for is your vitality and your self-assertiveness and your initiation and just feeling like you're in your power. Page of Wands. Also, I feel like what you're hoping for is to get started with the things here that you find enjoyable, things that you are passionate about. Page of Wands is also kind of getting back into that thrilling energy of life, that excitement energy. You have the Fool card here in the current energy. And speaking of Uranus, right, Uranus, the Fool card is Uranus. And the Fool card, it's the spontaneous urge to go beyond what you've done before. And it's interesting that your advice for the reading is the Tower. And the Tower is liberation and breakthrough. And it's interesting too, because the Tower is your advice. Like the Tower says, the Fool card is, so for one, it's so complex because like in my mind I have everything already connected, but just like trying to articulate and explain it, it's like it's a lot to put together and connect and paint the picture. But I'm gonna do it anyways. The Fool card is Uranus. In humanistic astrology, Uranus actually helps you helps you transcend perceived limits, right? And so that's why the Fool card is connected to the archetype of Aries. And the sun is exalted in Aries. And so the sun deals with our being. And with it being in Aries, our being is exalted, right? It is sprung up into motion. It is transcendent. And it's beaming with vitality and life and newness. Fresh energy. In humanistic astrology, Saturn gives the limitation of, okay, here's your limitation. This is what we have to work on for us to be able to connect and integrate our potential, our sun energy, our sun, the sun in astrology, which is our being and our potential, the potential of our being. And so Uranus is, okay, like I want to go beyond what I've done before. Like I want to break free from this shit. So that way I can fucking transcend and be more and become more and get over this, get over these hurdles and these blockages that I've been facing. And I think right now, Page of Pentacles here is, Page of Pentacles in the challenge with the Tower being your advice. You may be, Page of Pentacles says strive for progress, not perfection. And I think that's going to be very important. Because the Tower says, as long as you're willing here, right, with the Tower to do things totally different, strive for progress on your route, right, with what you're doing. Don't strive for perfection. We have the Page of Wands here in the future position. I think this is you. For one, I think balance is being restored here with this Page of Wands. This could be supporting, compassion, and healing coming your way. Whether it's coming to a person, whether it's, just coming through like a newer form of awareness about yourself, and it's helping you integrate and heal. But whatever it is, it's giving you a newer awareness here. I think it's also allowing for you to see the possibilities here that maybe you're kind of cut off to, but not necessarily, I believe here. It's just more so, it's showing you the importance, I think, of maybe healing, of being a healer, of being a guide, being a mentor for others. But there's a lot of progress here, especially in the realm of healing and love and restoring things, especially when it comes to enjoyment, connection, creativity, pleasure, passion. You have the Ace of Wands here in the outcome, which is energy being restored. So Ace of Wands is a spark of energy, right? It gives you inspiration, drive, purpose. So you're getting more of this, I feel, in the month of January. And we'll see how we'll clarify and see what else. But you have the Knight of Swords here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. I want to say here with this Knight of Swords here, don't hold back, right? Chiron can make us kind of feel like we're inadequate or we don't have what it takes, and so we hesitate. I feel Spirit saying, like, no, just be bold, go for it. pulled this Jupiter card here. It says abundance. It's actually interesting in Greek mythology. Jupiter is actually the one that casts Chiron up in the heavens and makes him immortal. Right, and helps Chiron heal. So there's a blessing in the healing here that you're doing. There's a blessing in the tough, hard times that you're going through, and I think you're about to start. You're going to be able to start to see those rewards and that growth and that expansion that Jupiter's going to offer. But Jupiter also is a teacher, mentor, and a guide, right? So it's interesting with Chiron. It's everything you've gone through with your life experience actually can help you be a guide and a mentor for others. And some of you already are that. And so this is just you pointing the way here. You pull this Cosmic Ancestors card. It says voice your concerns here. Yeah, and this card is about meditation and prayer as well in this deck. To where right now you're transcending, especially with the Chiron, the Tower, the Death card, the Soul Healing card that you pulled. This is ancestral karmic debt, right, that you are working through, or just ancestral trauma that you're working through. Just symbolic of this Soul Healing card. So this card is also very, like, it just says, like, have a lot of compassion for yourself and for others here as well. You pull this Throat Chakra card. It says truth here. It's also very important for you to be in alignment with your truth here. Listening to what you feel. That's on the one side of the scale, right? It's how you feel, speaking how you feel, expressing, allowing yourself to express anger, right? I'm not saying rage, but you can be angry, right? There's nothing wrong with being angry as long as you're not doing anything crazy, right? But sometimes we can feel guilt for just being angry or just feeling some type of way. I think it's just about honoring your emotions and being and acting and behaving in a way in which is true and authentic for you. All right, let's clarify your read. Clarify the Death card here in the position of the good stuff here. Pull the Four Swords. Yeah. And the Four Swords is a card that deals with restoring peace and harmony. Because before it's the Three of Swords, right, which is heartbreak. Four Swords is a recovery, right? Death card would be the recovery that is happening, peace and harmony that's being restored after, going through a very tough time, tough period. Death card. You know what's interesting too, that the Tower as advice sometimes says with the Death card, hey, you've already gone through that rough experience, but sometimes we choose to stay in it, right? The Tower says, no, like, liberate yourself, let it go, right? Now's your chance to be reborn. Clarify the King of Cups. You pulled the Three of Pentacles here for the overall energy. I see you very much being devoted to your work, your mission, your cause, and your purpose. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about channeling your mind, body, and soul into your work, into your craft, into a project, into something that you care about. And that's what I see you doing here for the rest of the month, or basically for the overall energy for the month. King of Cups does have that guide, mentor, teacher energy, so some of you can be that. But it's just, again, the temperament that you're embodying as the King of Cups. It's just very strong love and devotion toward your goals. Clarify the Page of Wands. You have the Star card. This is in your hopes and your fears. Yeah, I just think you're hoping for Page of Wands, the Star card, to get started here, to start doing the things here that really just start living, right? To start living, having fun, enjoying yourself, doing things that you're passionate about. The Star card will be healing. Right, and also to live up to your potential and your aspirations. think this is also just about enjoying yourself too. Like the ability, this is enjoyment. This reminds me of 11th house energy. And actually, I believe that's where the North Node is. Yeah, the North Node will switch into your 11th house, Taurus, and Pisces, where Neptune, Saturn is. The 11th house deals with your ability to enjoy. It deals with groups and communities, but it also deals with the world. It can deal with entertainment. It can deal with income, revenue. But yeah, it's your ability to be able to enjoy the world. How society benefits you, how the world benefits you. Things that you can do, be a part of, and explore, create, and love. Clarify the Fool card in your current energy. Pull the Page of Cups. Yeah, I think right now you have this intuitive response right now to get started on things here. Fool card is like, you have this urge to do something, do it. To begin new things, take a chance on something, try something different. Clarify the Page of Pentacles in your challenge. You pulled the Page of Wands. Yeah. One thing that I see here in your challenge is there's things here that you want to do. So this is the image that I get. It's like this spontaneous self-expression that wants to come through of like doing something you enjoy, having fun, or doing it in a way which is just enjoyable. But the Page of Pentacles is this, well, like, it almost is this, well, it has to be practical, or is this practical, or is this, or it has to be perfect. You know, Page of Wands is like, no, like just, Page of Wands says, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to come from the heart. Clarify the Tower as the advice. Eight of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Swords is a self-imposed prison of the mind. The Tower as your advice is saying break free from the prison of your mind here and unshackle yourself, release yourself here. Eight of Swords be announces paralysis as well. So it's like getting started, right? Just the Fool card, like go, like do something. Clarify the Page of Cups. You have the Emperor here. This is in the future position. So I think for the rest of January, I'm seeing you have actually a lot more compassion. I see you listening to your intuition a lot more here, but I also see you being creative and more idealistic here. And I think this is you creating new things, getting started with new things here, trusting your intuition, going with the flow, being more spontaneous. Also the Emperor, it's like you're in a good, powerful position here. You're rooted in your power. You're expressing yourself from a position of power. The Emperor Page of Cups as well would be you guiding, teaching, helping others. But also you could be receiving guidance and help from a person here as well. Clarify the Ace of Wands and the outcome. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's just about doing new things, right? Ace of Wands is a spark of creation, creating new things. So I see you being inspired to create new things. Clarify the Knight of Swords. You have the Ten of Wands here. Yeah, something to be aware of is sometimes you don't have to, everything you start, you don't have to finish. Now, hear me out for a second. Because sometimes we're like, there's new things that we want to try, but we're like, we can stop ourselves because we're like, well, how realistic is this? And, you know, is this going to be something that I'll commit to long term? Or is this going to be something that will be successful long term? It may be, but maybe you're talking yourself out of things, right? Knight of Swords just says, well, let's just see, let's just try and see what happens. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Taurus, in your reading here. I'm gonna leave your reading here. Looks like a good rest of the month though. All right, I'm gonna leave your reading here, Taurus. I appreciate you for watching. Again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button for me. And otherwise than that, I will see you and talk to you later.